Hey there and welcome. Today, we're going on a bit of an adventure, and all it takes is a little bit of patience and a willingness to look up. We're diving into the amazing world of birdwatching, from the birds you hear every day in your own backyard to the most exotic species hidden away in faraway jungles.
You know, this is so much more than just a hobby. It's really a way to plug back into the world around us. And just like this quote says, the simple act of watching birds can be, well, really good for you. It kind of forces you to be in the present moment. It gets you outside, and it gives you this incredible feeling of discovery.
So that's the million-dollar question, right? Whether you've been doing this for years or you're just curious, the world is absolutely packed with incredible spots to see some amazing birds. So let's figure out where to even begin.
Okay, first things first, let's talk about the why. Why do we do this? Honestly, bird watching is like getting an invitation to see the world in a whole new way. It's all about patience, about really seeing what's around you, and just connecting with the natural rhythm of life.
And you want to know the best part? You don't need to book a plane ticket to get started. No way. This whole adventure can begin right now, just by looking out your window. Your own backyard, a local park, that's the perfect training ground for what could seriously become a lifelong passion.
So, you ready to give it a try? Awesome. The great thing about birdwatching is that it's super easy to get into. You really only need a few key things to get going.
It's really this easy. First, a decent pair of binoculars. They give you a front row seat to the action without disturbing anyone. Next, a field guide. This can be a good old-fashioned book or a cool app on your phone to help you answer that classic question, what bird is that? And finally, just a simple notebook. It's for you to jot down what you see, where you saw it. It becomes your personal discovery log.
All right, you got your gear? Good, because it's time for us to take flight. We're about to go on a really fast-paced tour of some of the most spectacular birdwatching hotspots on the entire planet. Let's go.
And our journey kicks off in a continent that is just bursting with life, South America. I mean, the sheer variety of birds here is absolutely staggering. It's a total dream destination for any bird lover.
Just look at this variety. In Mindo, Ecuador, you're hiking through these incredible cloud forests, literally watching for dazzling hummingbirds with your head in the clouds. Then you can go to the heart of a massive city, Buenos Aires, and find the Costanera Sur Reserve, proving that amazing wildlife can thrive right next door to us. And, of course, there's the Amazon, which is just a world of its own, with thousands upon thousands of species.
Okay, from the tropics, we're going to follow the birds north. North America offers a totally different kind of show. This one is all about the epic, seasonal journeys that millions and millions of birds make every single year.
So yeah, here the big story is migration. You've got places like Estero Llano Grande down in Texas, which are great all year, but they just explode with birds in the spring and fall. And then there's Point Pelee in Canada. Get this, it acts like a giant funnel, concentrating huge numbers of birds into this sort of migratory highway as they make the dangerous crossing over the Great Lakes. It's an absolutely incredible sight.
All right, let's hop across the Atlantic. Europe is this amazing mix of ancient landscapes and absolutely critical wildlife habitats. It offers some truly iconic birdwatching spots, from the sunny south all the way to the rugged north.
And you can really see Europe's diversity right here. Down south, in Spain, you have Doñana National Park, with its huge, sun-drenched wetlands just famous for these massive flocks of flamingos. But then, if you head way north to Ottenby in Sweden, you find this rugged coastal reserve that's a crucial rest stop for birds on their long migration. Two totally different worlds, and both are essential for birds.
Our world tour keeps on going, heading east to the biggest continent on Earth. I mean, the sheer scale of Asia means it has an unbelievable range of places to explore, from lush tropical wetlands to the highest mountains in the world.
In Asia, we see some amazing wetland habitats. In India, places like the Chengaram wetlands are like magnets for waterbirds, both local and migratory. But then you have the Sundarbans, the world's largest mangrove forest, and that's a completely different kind of challenge. Birding there means you're navigating this maze of waterways to find rare species that have adapted to live in this really unique coastal world.
And for our last stop, we are heading to Africa. Now, you might think of big game when you think of Africa, but let me tell you, the continent's bird diversity is just as spectacular, and in a lot of places, it's actually much easier to see.
This is where you see just how dense bird diversity can be. Get this, the Gambia is one of the smallest countries in Africa, but it's home to over 600 species of birds. It's unbelievable. You can take one trip to a place like the Abuko Nature Reserve, and it feels like you've just stepped into a giant open-air aviary. It's a true paradise for birders. Wow. Okay, so we've just zipped around the entire globe. But now it's time to bring this adventure all the way back home. Because, you know, the most important bird-watching hotspot in the world, it isn't thousands of miles away.
Look, those global destinations are incredible for sure. They're bucket list trips. But the real magic, the real heart of birdwatching, is that it's something you can do every single day right where you are. The joy you feel spotting a new bird at your feeder, that's just as real and just as exciting as seeing one in the Amazon.
And that's really the big takeaway here. The adventure is already waiting for you. You've got the tools, you've seen the inspiration. The only thing left to do is to look up and look around. So, what do you think you'll discover?